Canada faces a defining choice: stick with the US-made F-35 fighter jet or pivot to Sweden's Gripen, a decision that will shape its defense, industry, and sovereignty for decades. The government, led by Prime Minister Mark Carney, has paused the full F-35 purchase, re-evaluating the remaining 72 jets after securing an initial batch of 16. This isn't just about picking a plane, it's about national independence versus deeper US integration. Saab's Gripen offer promises, not just jets, but thousands of Canadian jobs, technology transfer, and true operational control, sparking a national debate. The F-35 path means advanced tech and tight US ties. The Gripen means industrial growth and more autonomy. As the 2026 decision nears, Canada must weigh security, economy, and sovereignty in a world where all three are tightly linked. The F-35 is America's crown jewel, a stealthy, data-driven fighter that represents the cutting edge of modern air power. Designed to dominate the skies, it combines advanced stealth technology with powerful sensors and computing, making it nearly invisible to enemy radar, and able to gather and share information in real time. The F-35 links allies into a single, networked force, allowing pilots and commanders to see the same battlefield picture and coordinate instantly. This digital backbone is what sets the F-35 apart, turning separate air forces into a unified team. For Washington, Canada's full buy-in is crucial. When both countries fly the same jet, they can share tactics, training, and intelligence seamlessly, making NORAD operations smoother and collective defense more effective. Shared platforms mean fewer gaps and faster responses to threats. US officials warn that choosing another jet could disrupt this integration, creating technical and operational hurdles that weaken North American security. The F-35 is seen as the linchpin for keeping the continent safe from evolving threats. The Royal Canadian Air Force backs the F-35, citing its stealth, advanced sensors, and ability to operate in harsh northern environments as vital against threats from Russia and China. It's not just about flying, it's about outsmarting and outlasting adversaries. A 2021 Canadian military evaluation gave the F-35 a 95% score for defending North America, highlighting its unmatched performance in simulated combat and its ability to integrate with allied systems. Economically, Canadian firms already build F-35 parts, supporting thousands of jobs. A full purchase would secure even more work in the world's largest defense program, ensuring Canadian industry remains at the forefront of aerospace innovation. The US frames this as a win-win. Canada gets the best technology available, and its industry stays embedded in a global supply chain worth billions. This partnership strengthens both economies and deepens trust between the two nations. For Washington, a Canadian F-35 fleet cements military and industrial ties, securing the continent's northern flank and ensuring both countries are ready to face whatever comes next. The message is clear. The F-35 isn't just a jet. It's the glue of allied security, binding nations together in a shared mission to protect the skies and preserve peace. Saab's Gripen proposal is more than a sale. It's a strategic partnership tailored to Canada's needs. The offer, 72 Gripen EF fighters, plus 6 Global-Eye surveillance planes built in Canada with Bombardier. Saab pledges over 12,000 Canadian jobs, and the possibility of license producing Gripens in Ontario and Quebec, making Canada a manufacturing hub. Unlike the F-35, Saab guarantees domestic production and technology transfer, giving Canada real industrial benefits and control. The Swedish King and Queen's visit with a major industry delegation underscored Sweden's commitment. Crucially, Saab promises full access to the Gripen's software, letting Canada update and maintain its fleet independently. The Gripen offers about jobs, sovereignty, and a new model for defense partnerships. The F-35 and Gripen represent a classic trade-off, cutting-edge technology versus cost-effective capability. Both jets are modern, multi-role fighters, but they take very different approaches to meeting Canada's defense needs. The F-35 is often seen as the gold standard for stealth and advanced avionics, while the Gripen is praised for its flexibility and affordability. The F-35's stealth and sensors are unmatched, giving it a significant edge in high-threat environments. However, its purchase price and ongoing operating costs are among the highest in the world, making it a major investment for any country. Maintenance and upgrades can also be expensive and complex, requiring specialized support. The Gripen, on the other hand, is cheaper to buy, fly, and maintain, meaning more training hours for pilots and a stronger, more consistent presence in Canada's vast and often remote airspace. Its simpler design allows for easier maintenance and faster turnaround times, which is crucial for a country with such a large territory to defend. Industrially, the F-35 offers access to a global supply chain, connecting Canada to a network of international partners. But participation in this program doesn't guarantee jobs or contracts, and much depends on U.S. political decisions and priorities, which can shift over time. Saab's proposal, by contrast, guarantees Canadian jobs and local production, helping to build a stronger domestic aerospace sector. This could mean more opportunities for Canadian workers and businesses, and greater control over the country's defense industry. The real question is whether the F-35's advanced technology is worth the higher cost and increased reliance on the U.S., or if the Gripen's affordability and promise of greater sovereignty are a better fit for Canada's unique needs and priorities. Recent polls show Canadians leaning toward the Gripen, valuing economic certainty, local job creation, and national control over their defense assets. Many see the Gripen as a practical choice that aligns with Canadian values. This isn't just about jets. It's about what kind of value Canada wants from its defense spending, and how those choices reflect the country's broader goals and identity. The choice is ultimately between technological dominance and national self-reliance, between global integration and homegrown capability. The debate is as much about Canadian identity and independence as it is about air power and military hardware. Canada's Arctic is vast, remote, and strategically vital. Defending it is a unique challenge. The Gripen was built for rugged, dispersed operations, able to use short, icy runways and withstand extreme cold, perfect for the north. It can be maintained by small crews with minimal equipment, maximizing presence across the Arctic. The F-35, while powerful, needs sophisticated bases and more support, making it less flexible in remote regions. F-35 advocates argue its stealth and sensors are crucial for deterring Russia and China over the pole. The debate, is it better to have a jet that can be everywhere, anytime, or one that can defeat any threat it meets? The answer will shape how Canada asserts sovereignty over its northern frontier. The right choice must balance resilience, reach, and deterrence in one of the world's harshest environments. Modern jets are as much about software as hardware, and control over that software is power. The F-35 relies on US-run digital systems for everything from maintenance to mission planning, raising fears in Ottawa about a potential kill switch. Critics warn that US control could, in theory, ground Canada's fleet or limit its use in a crisis. Saab's Gripen offer counters this with full access to source code, letting Canada update and operate its jets independently. Digital sovereignty is now a core issue. Who decides when and how Canada's Air Force flies? The F-35 means deeper US integration, with all the benefits and risks. The Gripen means independence and flexibility, free from foreign digital constraints. In a world of shifting alliances, control over your own defense tech is more important than ever. The fighter jet contest is a diplomatic chess match as much as a business deal. Behind closed doors, every handshake and negotiation is layered with strategy, history, and the weight of alliances. For Canada, the decision is about more than just picking a plane. It's about defining its place in a rapidly shifting world. Washington insists the F-35 is about allied unity. Most NATO and Five Eyes partners fly it, and a Canadian switch could disrupt joint operations. The US sees the F-35 as a symbol of shared purpose, a way to ensure seamless cooperation in the skies and on the ground. For American officials, interoperability is not just a buzzword, it's a cornerstone of collective defense. The Pentagon fears a Gripen choice might encourage other allies to rethink their F-35 commitments. If Canada, a key partner, breaks ranks, it could trigger a domino effect, raising questions about the future of Allied air power and the unity of Western defense. Sweden, now a NATO member, has gone all in on its bid, with royal visits and promises of partnership, not just hardware. Stockholm is offering more than a jet, it's offering a new kind of relationship, one built on collaboration, technology transfer, and mutual respect. Stockholm frames the Gripen as NATO-compatible, offering diversity and equality within the alliance. Swedish officials argue that a mix of platforms strengthens NATO, making it more adaptable and resilient in the face of new threats. Canadian leaders are caught between US security ties and the lure of jobs, sovereignty, and a new industrial strategy. The decision could shape Canada's defense industry for decades. affecting thousands of workers and the country's technological future. Prime Minister Carney's outreach to China signals a broader push for independence and diversified partnerships. Canada is seeking to balance its traditional alliances with new opportunities, aiming to carve out a more autonomous role on the world stage. The world is watching. Canada's choice is more than a procurement, it's a statement. The F-35 means continuity and comfort for allies. The Gripen signals a bold, independent course. Each option carries risks and rewards, shaping not just Canada's future, but the future of its alliances. Canada's choice will echo far beyond its borders, influencing global perceptions of its values, priorities, and its willingness to chart its own path in a complex world. Canada's fighter jet decision is about more than planes. It's about the nation's future. The F-35 path means top-tier capability, deep U.S. integration and security guarantees, but also dependence and missed industrial opportunities. The Gripen means sovereignty, cost savings, and a domestic aerospace boom, but risks straining U.S. ties and accepting less cutting-edge tech. The choice will define Canada's role in the world's steadfast U.S. ally or independent middle power. There's no easy answer, only a generational decision balancing power, prosperity, and autonomy. What jets patrol Canada's skies will reveal what kind of country it wants to be. The world, and history, will be watching.